Good afternoon, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. How is everybody today? Who's here? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Amanda. What are you guys up to today? I have been getting ready for September's cross stitching. I belong to a few Facebook groups and I've never done some of their challenges, so this month I decided let's do some challenges. So I will talk about that. I will show what I just got done stitching on, what I'm currently stitching, and what's next for the week. Hi, Julie. How are you? So, yeah. Hi, Teresa. So, are you guys stitching today? What did you stitch on? I've been watching Flosstubers. I've got something flying around in the air. Hi, Kat. Hi, Jen. I watched Jen's morning video from Tuesday. I didn't watch yesterday's or today's yet. Kat's diamond painting. What are you diamond painting? I am good. Oh, and I got some mail. So just one thing in the mail. And acquired another chart. So we'll wait a couple minutes. Yeah, so I had the boys again today. Hi, Jean, Wilma, Wilma Jean. How are you? Hi, Crystal. Oh, and the Happy Planners, they come out on, what is it, the 9th? Hold on.
You've got mail.
Happy Planner. So the Happy Planner website will have the preview of all the collections for next year at 3 p.m. on the 6th. And the collection will launch for you to buy on the 8th at noon. Yeah, so next Friday, they will have a preview of everything, which is the 6th. No, the 6th, Amanda. The 6th is at 3 p.m. is the where we'll show you the previews, and then the collection will launch on the 8th at noon Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific, or 9 a.m. I mean. Yeah. So the 8th, yeah, next Thursday is when you can purchase. Next Tuesday is when they will show you. So I watched, it said that there was 2 days of lives on Instagram for day 2. Join Amy for day 2. So I watched that. It was 2 days ago. Oh, there's the first one. So there's one 3 days ago, and then there's one 2 days ago. I think I watched the one from 2 days ago. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch. One of them I watched, one I didn't. Anyways. Okay, the Disney collection was okay, but they're going to have a Nightmare Before Christmas collection. And there's 2 classic size. One is the dashboard and one is the horizontal. Well, you know that I like the dashboard for my crafts, which is mostly cross stitching in it. That's the one I like. It's my media and my crafty planner. The front of the classic dashboard has Jack Skeleton on it, and I forgot what it says. And The other Nightmare Before Christmas says, I forgot. Why am I always forgetting? Amanda might remember, my memory's shot. Something about, I tried to behave, but I got bored. That's what it says. I tried to behave, but I got bored. It doesn't have Jack Skellington on the cover, but it is A Nightmare Before Christmas all on the inside. I really like the one with Jack Skellington, but the one that says, I tried to behave, but I got bored, that is a horizontal. I can still make it work, but I'm thinking I'm just going to go with the dashboard because that does have Jack Skellington on it. You know, I wanted a Disney themed for next year because I never had a Disney. I had a small mini, but I don't count. I didn't use it much. But I wanted a classic next year. So Jack Nightmare Before Christmas is a Disney. So I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to get, I think, the extension pack for it. And the stickers, oh my gosh, the stickers, you should see the stickers. And they have a Pixar collection next year too, not just Disney, but now they're going to have a Pixar collection. That was really nice. And then they have a cute, cuddly one. It's got cats and dogs and birds and frogs and all kinds of critters on it. Yeah, cute, cuddly critters, I think it's called. Really cute. So they have that collection. You know, they have other collections. And like I said, I only watched the one video and I see there is another one. I did not watch that one yet. But next Tuesday, just watch the previews. They'll be all up on YouTube, also on the Happy Planner YouTube channel. Hi, Robert. So Deborah, Brian, Robert, and Sandra are watching on share screen. Hello, everybody. Pixar. Yes, Pixar. They're going to have a Pixar collection with Toy Story and all that stuff. Yep. Yep. So I watched the video on Instagram, and there is another one I didn't watch yet. But yeah, Pixar. Okay, so in the mail, I got the new Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. So that came in. My address is on it. Doesn't matter if I cover it up or not. All you have to do is Google my name and you can find my address. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I'll show you a little bit of what it's like inside. I found a few. This you get free a lot when you subscribe. It's not free, but when you subscribe to the Just Cross Stitch issues, this is free. Yeah, we need 4 thumbs up from you and Zooms. So you get, this is part of, I shouldn't say free, it's part of the collection, part of the subscription for Just Cross Stitch. The only one you have to pay extra for is the Halloween issue. So, yeah, there's this. Oh, you like Pixar too, Crystal? Yeah, Pixar and Disney collection. So here is some of the ornaments. These are the angels. So, you know, I don't know. I'm finding that I'm not liking the ornament issues like I used to in the past. I don't know if I've gotten picky or I've just cross-stitched so many of them I don't care. I don't know. I like the truck up above. I like both trucks. I really, really like this one here. That looks like that's on perforated paper, and I like this. So I like those two. And then the next set, let me take this out. Festive Reindeer. So you got Festive Reindeer. Aren't those cute? So I like a couple of those. You know I like this one. It's got a gnome. The Santa Santa is a gnome. So I like that. And then we have Holiday Critters. Holiday Critters. You know I'm going to want to do the cat. over here. I'm going to want to do that cat. And Holly Jolly Santa. So your Santas. I like this one up here. And you can buy this separate. You don't have to have a subscription to the magazine in order to get this. You can purchase it separate. So these are Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Yes, these are cute. Love the snowman up here. That's up here. And Old World Wishes. Old World Wishes. Those are cute. And let's see. So if you don't have a subscription and you want the magazine, go to Down Sunshine Lane. She usually has them. 123 Stitch has them. Or your local needle shop. But I have a subscription, so I get it. Otherwise, I order them from Down Sunshine Lane. That's who I've always ordered them from in the past. Was that it? Nope. Sweet treats. I like the gingerbread house, of course. I like gingerbread houses. I like the reindeer on the top. Yeah, see the little gingerbread house? That one's really cute. And then Yuletide in Blue. So these are in here. Yuletide in Blue. So those are pretty. And I think that's it. Yeah. And then the rest is like, yep. So that's that. And then I acquired another Carolyn Manning chart. Sorry, my elbow is hurting. And I just took Tylenol. Yeah, I got mine yesterday, Teresa, so you should be getting yours soon. So I got Reflection by Carolyn Manning. I love the colors in this. Reflection. So, you know me and my Carolyn Manning. Yeah, I got mine yesterday. Crystal got hers. I don't think Amanda or Danielle got theirs yet. Okay, I don't have any finishes. Last week, I worked on The Pumpkin Patch by Carolyn Manning. There's 2 pumpkin patches by Carolyn Manning. There's The Pumpkin Patch and Pumpkin Patches. Mine is The Pumpkin Patch. Okay, Wilma got hers today. Danielle did not get hers. So this is the pumpkin patch. I'm still working on the first square, but I got a lot done. I got 10 hours in on it. And it's done on 28 count Monaco black fabric. But Let me do this. That's how much I got done. So I got a lot. I got all this done. All of this. Thank you. Not that I want it. So I got all that done. 10 hours. So I was happy with the amount I got done. But yeah, that's the pumpkin patch. And then I pulled out Sneaky Spooky Spells. And that was for a stitch-along. And so I finally got to start it. Because remember, I have to finish something in order to start. So this is Sneaky Spooky Spells. This is by Luminous Fiber Arts. And I had a piece of 28 count Monaco. I don't know the color. It might be a mushroom. And yeah, I got that much done on it. 10 hours. My goal is 10 hours. On most everything, that is what I do. I have a list of all my WIPS and maybe some things to get started. And so I make an X every time I get 10 hours on it. So, yep, that's my rotation. And it'll go back into rotation. And that's how I plan on doing a lot of it next year. There'll be a few things that won't happen with, like stitch-alongs, like Daisy Chain. That's not on the list again for a while, but because it's a stitch-along and we're going to work on it every other Saturday, I'm going to put 2 hours in on it on the next time that it's up, which I know when that is, which is this Saturday night. I put in another 10 hours on my Hade Magic Study. I don't know why I never did get the sticker off of here. But the Hade Magic Study. And the artwork's by Rose Kahn. So it's on 25 count Lugana Easy Grid. I got a lot done. So I ended up finishing one column. I finished one column and then did all of this also. Oh, okay. Bye, Sandra. Hi and bye. So yeah, I'm getting there because this here, what you see here, that's the end of page 3. Page 2 or page 2. He let the cat in here when he came in. I don't want him in here right now. But yeah, I believe page 2. So hopefully page 2 will be done next rotation. This gets put in rotation more often than the others. Like for every 5 projects, I put that in rotation. And then yesterday I finished up 10 hours on ink circles. If you remember, what page is it on? It's Ink Circles, Fireburn, and Cauldron Bubble. Fireburn and Cauldron Bubble. And it's from the Just Cross Stitch 2013 Halloween issue. I'm doing mine on Picture This Plus 28 count. The color is called the Flapper. Look at, I'm getting there. I was hoping the 10 hours would like get this finished, but it didn't. But I'm hoping the next rotation it will be done. So yeah, I love this. I am loving this. Yeah, this is so much fun to stitch on. So I like the mandala ones. I think it's Glendon Place is the one that has the witches. That's a mandala. I don't think it's Ink Circle. I think it's Glendon Place. They have a witch one I really want, and it shows it on orange fabric. I want to do that one. I don't have the chart yet either, but I want to do that one. So what's next, and what I'm working on now and then next is my WIPGO pieces. So the WIPGO numbers were what, 3 and 22, I believe. So number 3 is The Storyteller by Teresa Wentzler. And I started this back in 2005. This is it. There is a lot of confetti, a lot of back stitching, and a lot of blended threads. Let me tell you what, a lot of blended threads. I will show you. Now, usually you have a chart and it has some symbols. Starting from this here, all the way down here, all the way down here, and all the way down here are all blended threads, which means you're using 2 strands, 1 strand of each color. So there's 2 colors, and you're going to put 1 strand of each color together to make it a blend. That's a Teresa Wentzler thing because she is an artist and paints. Yeah, she does crazy. So what I do is I buy the cardboard bobbins and I put the symbol and the 2 colors. So like say right now, this is how much I have done. I have this whole side done. I just didn't take it out. So I have the top quarter right done. A lot of it is, so if this is blended, there's 2 strands and I'm done with it for a while, I put it on the cardboard bobbin because it has the symbol with the matching colors. Because they're blended, when I'm all done with the whole thing, I'll just throw the cardboard bobbin out. I mean, you could use a plastic one and just tape on a piece of paper, but I don't. I just use cardboard bobbins for that. So I am stitching on this for 5 days. That is my goal on WIPGO, is to stitch on this for 5 days. The fabric is 28 count. I don't know what the fabric is though. I don't know if it's Lugana, but I know it's 28 count. That's all I know about it. Because I started it back a long time ago, I didn't write things down, just the date I started them. But it's all DMC, and I believe that there's some Mill Hill beads and some gold cord, which I don't know where my gold cord went, and I know I bought some, so I might have to buy some more. But it's Vatican Gold Cord SS102C, Krynic Metallic. So I know I have some. I'm going to have to go look for it because I did have it because I've used it. I think I already used it on this side. I don't know. But yeah. But this quarter of it's already done. So 10 hours of rotation. I've already got 2 hours in, just about almost 2 hours, I think, for today. So I'll work on it some more tonight. So that's what I'm currently working on. And then my next number that was drawn for WIPGO is Giggles in the Snow. You know, I finished the boy. Well, now I'm going to be doing the girl. So that's the girl by Mirabilia. And I only have a few stitches on her. This is 28 count Monaco. And that's all I have done. So I will put 5 days in on this as well, or a quarter, whatever comes first. Either 5 days or this quarter, this quarter of it. This will have beads when it gets done. I don't know if it has Krynic. No, just Mill Hill beads. There's 2 colors of Mill Hill beads that will go on it. But I already did the boy this year. I finished him. So I'm looking forward to stitching on that. Because Giggles, the boy, he was so much fun to stitch up. Okay, then once I get the 5 days on each on both those, then I have my owl beaded kit. And that goes in rotation for 10 hours. So some of you do remember this owl. It's a full coverage beaded kit. These kits are very expensive. I know I like how they're framed too. But yep, I'm enjoying working on this whenever I get to it. It's very heavy. But I have this much done so far. All beads, complete beads. So that's how much is done. And this is on 14 count Aida cloth. Very soft and easy to move around. It's not stiff at all. The chart's easy to read. It comes with 3 spools of beading floss, and it came with beading needles, but I don't like the long, skinny, pointy needles, so I think I'm switched to my own. And these beads are amazing. They are not Mill Hill beads. These are very expensive beads, which is why the kit was expensive. But yeah, so that will be back into rotation this month. Oops, I forgot to put the owl in there. And then after that, I will be back on Roveris Halloween for 10 hours. That's Roveris by Halloween. Roveris by Halloween. It's Halloween by Roveris. And the chart's called R18, just R18. They don't have a name on their charts, just numbers. And it's all done in black except for one of the pumpkins, and that's done in orange. Just the one pumpkin's done in orange. And there is a spider charm in here that gets attached to it. So I'm doing it on this. This is 28 count Monaco that was dyed from Kaya. My friend Kaya dyed this for me. When she first dyed it, the way that the dyeing process took, it came out like a linen. But that's okay because I like the look of it. But yeah, that's all I have done. So I'm still working on that. It's a work in progress, This is going to take me a lot longer than I thought it was going to when I started it. So those are the next few things. I still have more I want to do this year, but those are, within the next week. Those are what I'll be working on because, like I said, this is going to get 5 days. So, yeah. 5 days on this, and then 5 days or a quarter of the Giggles in the Snow. So I talked last week about there's another stitch along that's starting. It's called Stitchonomy that starts September 17th. The daisy chain zooms. I know today is the first. I just remembered I meant to work on the newsletter this morning. I totally forgot. I wanted to get the newsletter out this morning to everybody because I had to delete some things on the newsletter and add some things to the newsletter and then get it out. It wasn't going to take me more than probably 10 minutes. Did I do it? Hell no, forgot. So anyways, the daisy chain, if you are stitching on that and want to join us in the Zooms for this month is September 3rd and the 17th. Kat says I ignore my planner. So September 3rd and 17th at 6 p.m. Central. The 3rd is with Danielle. The 17th will be during my cross stitch weekend Zoom. Who's messaging me? Danielle is. Oh yeah. And for some reason, thank you so much, Danielle. Today is Sarah Little's little birthday. Today is Sarah Little's birthday. I did not have it written in my planner. I don't know why. So I apologize to Sarah. But if you see Sarah, yeah, my brain's broke. It wasn't in here. I copied everything over from last year's planner to this year's. I don't think I had it written down in last year's. I don't know, but it's not. I didn't have it written down. So today is Sarah Little's birthday. So if you happen to see her in Zoom or if you're friends with her on Facebook or anywheres, wish her a happy birthday because I forgot. I feel like an idiot, but it's not written in my planner. Sorry about that. So yeah, daisy chain. I have some shout outs. The links are below in the description. Danielle, I know, will put them up for you in a second. So one shout out is Fortunate Flossies. Some of these, I think I have 3 of them. I have not watched them yet. She says it works. What works? Oh, Crystal's always losing her needles, so she put the needle minder on her shirt and put the needle on her needle minder. Another one that I have watched once was Alihuno's Crafty Corner. I think. I'm not real sure if it's Alijuno's, Alihuno's. I'm not real sure how to pronounce it. Then there's another one called Sew and Sews. I have not watched that one yet. It's up. Some of these are always recommendations. You know, on the side on YouTube, they do recommendations. So I click and put it up as a new tab. And when I get a chance, I'll watch them. Sew and Sews. And it's both of them are SEW. Another one is Burn Stitches. Alihu. It's ALIJUUNOS. ALIJUUNO''S. Crafty Corner. Alijuno's Crafty Corner. Alihuno's. I don't know. And then the 5th one is Highway Stitcher Colette Kingsley. Highway Stitcher Colette Kingsley. I haven't watched her yet either. I just have it up on a tab. They were recommended. So when I get a chance, I will watch those. Now, I am in quite a few cross-stitch Facebook groups. I always enjoy being in them. You know, I'll post finishes and progress and all that. But there's some of them, 2 of them, I never join in on their challenges. I do stitch-alongs, not challenges. So I decided this month I'm going to do 2 of them. And they're called a cross stick. A crow stick or a cross? acrostic. And what they do is, and they both are run a little bit different, not much, just a little. I got sticky stuff on that. The hashtag 24HOCS for the 24 hours across stitch. They do one every month, and what they give you is a word or a phrase, and for each letter, it has to either be the title of a pattern or the designer, or it can be something in the pattern. And then you have a goal. So you set your own goal for whatever you want your goal to be to stitch on for that piece. So this month it is make time for you. Now, one letter you can use as a penalty. So like make time for you, the letter U, I didn't have anything. I'm not cross stitching a unicorn. There wasn't anything with an umbrella. I couldn't find anything there. I don't have any WIPS with a U in it. So you get to take one of the letters, and that would be a penalty stitch, and you have to put 300 stitches in. So any of my pieces I can pick up and do that. But like M, I'm doing Giggles in the Snow. That's by Mirabilia. My goal is to stitch on it for one day, and you have to do a before picture and an after. A is Heaven and Earth Magic Study, one day. And you can use the same pattern for several letters. K, I didn't have anything in the title or a designer, so I did knee, because in the storyteller in there, well, actually, he's probably a knight, so I could use a K for that, but I did knee because his elbow is resting on his knee. He's telling a story. So he's like this, and he's telling a story. E is Heaven and Earth Magic Study. So there, I'm using that one again. I think I'm using that 3 times in this. So each day, each one, I'm doing one day or 200 stitches. F, there's a flower in daisy chain. I get to use that. So that one's for the hashtag 24HOCS. The other one I'm doing, so it looks like that. They have it so you can print it up. And then since the back is blank, I have this. So Pop Culture Acrostic, theirs is, you have to do 200 stitches for each letter. Again, you can use the same pattern for letters, but they don't have it like this one here. It could be an object or something in the pattern. This has to be either be in the title or the designer. And then one letter you can use as a penalty for 300 stitches. So D, the word for Pop Culture Acrostic is Dolphins NFL. So the D, that's daisy chain. The O is my owl beaded kit. L is the haunted library stitch lawn. P is the pumpkin patch. H is Halloween by Roveris. I is Giggles in the Snow. N is Nora Corbett, Fairy Winter Dreams. S is The Storyteller. N is Nora Corbett, Fairy Winter Dreams. F is Nora Corbett, Fairy Winter Dreams. And there's another L for Haunted Library Stitch-Along. So you know, when they're on there twice or 3 times, you have to stitch, you know, like I have Nora Corbett on here 3 times. I have to do 200 stitches each time. So I thought that would be fun. They, you know, I've joined their groups December or November last year, and I haven't done any of the acrostic because I can't start anything new. So a lot of times it wouldn't work with what I already have started. So this time I decided I'm really going to look into it and try to do it. So since I'm working on the storyteller, I wrote down on a pad of paper exactly what I have to do for the storyteller in order to do these. So I took a before picture before I started stitching today. So for the K, the knee, I have 1 day I have to stitch on it. So the end of today, I will take another picture and post it under the K. And yeah. And then T, the storyteller, 1 day. So tomorrow when I stitch on it all day, I'll have a before and an after. And then S, the storyteller for pop culture, only needs 200 stitches. Well, I'll have that today. And you have to take a before and after. So it might sound confusing for you. It did for me at the beginning of the year when I was looking at them going, I don't understand. But once you read the instructions and you get the letters written down, the make time for you, they're all written down. So I decided I haven't been using my A5 planners. I think this is an A5. It's either an A5 or a B5, but I think it's an A5. So I printed this up as an A5 and it fit right in here. And yeah, so I'm good with that. I'm going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. I was going to buy all the colors that I needed to finish up my Hades for not finish them, but to work on my Hades next year. But I'm going to need the colors for Chessie and Minerva. Chessie's by Hade, and that starts January 1st. Minerva, we are starting, and that's by Nora Corbett. We're starting that New Year's Eve. So I need those colors before I need the other Hades. So I need to make a list tonight or tomorrow morning of what I need for Chessie and Minerva. I got to see what I have here first. And I'll pull from my stash first and then my list. So that's what I will be buying tomorrow is for Chessie. So then I know Minerva, the fabric for Minerva was ordered, and I need to order the fabric for Chessie. So that'll get done in probably next month, because this month is the planners. So the happy planners come out next week, and I already knew I was buying a classic dashboard and the mini filler paper. So I will do that. I might buy some of the Nightmare Before Christmas stickers. Who knows? You never know with me. Because, Nightmare Before Christmas, that's my jam. And I wanted a Disney planner for next year anyways. So, yeah, saw that. Have to get that. Anything else we need to talk about? Any other stitch-alongs or anything coming up? Any that you know of for next year? Let me know. Okay, food o'clock. What are you guys having for dinner? We are having hamburgers. I don't know what else. Probably I have a tomato I need to cut up and have. So I'll probably have a tomato and some pickles to go with the hamburger. And since there isn't any carbs there, I'll probably put the hamburger on. I don't have hamburger buns. I'll probably put it on one slice of bread to keep the carbs down. Yeah. That's it. I don't know what else to talk about. Any other challenges you know about? I got to go back and look under Halloween challenges. The Little Mermaid Story Stitchers has a Little Mermaid one. Oh, yeah, because I'm not doing that one. Yep, Story Stitches has a new stitch along coming up called The Little Mermaid. When does that start? Do you know? The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid stitch along. Story Stitches. Tomorrow we get another drop by Supernatural. So actually it depends on what we get from Supernatural, what I could fit onto my acrostic also. Oh, January 1st. Okay. I don't think I'm doing that. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, tomorrow is the drop for Supernatural. Today we got the drop for Tale as Old as Time. There's only a couple of rooms left. Oh, pre-orders start now if you want the cover minder and fabric for The Little Mermaid. So, Crystal, do you happen to have the link for that? Does someone have the link for that? Let me look. Story Stitches. Story Stitches. So is this one, it's called, is that one called Part of Your World, Stitch-A-Lon? Is that the one? Yeah. Part of Your World Stitch-A-Lon, designed and hosted by Story Stitches. This Stitch-A-Lon will feature beloved characters and scenes from Disney's The Little Mermaid. Each part of the pattern will be released on the first day of the month at midnight Eastern time as follows. So you get the frame January. There's 14 rooms. The finished size is 159 stitches by 186. 14 count will be 11 3/8 inch by 13 1/4 inch. Color, I would suggest a green or purple. There is a lot of blue and white in the frame and throughout the Stitch-A-Lon. There are a lot of fractional stitches. So yeah, the Stitch-A-Lon is completely free. So it's a free Stitch-A-Lon. You just have to buy the fabric and the cloth. So I may do that. Okay, thank you, Crystal. She put it up. So there's that information. I may actually sign up for that. I'll print up the info sheet. You can print up the info sheet early. So it has the dates of all the releases and the floss that you need. So who's all doing that? Does she even have, is there any pictures or idea of what it's going to look like? Is it going to be kind of like Tale as Old as Time? I think I'll print that. I think there's just 2 pages, right? 1 and 2. Okay, print. So pictures, cross stitch charts. And this one's called what? Part of Your World. New folder. Okay, I just saved it and printed it. You can buy all the floss, the fabric, and cover minder for $80. You get, she got the fabric and cover minder for $40. I might have fabric though. And I don't need the cover minder. I have a ton of cover minders, so I don't need that. I try to keep my costs down. So I'll just, and I don't need all the floss. I always have floss around here, so that's what I will do. Anybody else going to join in on that? I probably better write that down for next year. Let's see. December. I'm going to write it in December so that I know. or send her a buy me a coffee. What do you mean it's just 20 for that? For just the fabric? Yeah, it's free, or you can buy her a coffee. So how do we sign up for it? I didn't see that. That'll be later on where we can sign up for it. Did I even pay attention to that? You know me. Okay, so starting January 1st, Part of Your World Stitch Along. By Story Stitches. Oh, the cover minder's 20? Yeah, I don't need it. Story Stitches. Plus, don't forget January 1st is my Chessie Stitch Along. So there's 2 for next year. Because, next year, that's the other thing. It's start them all. If you were not here last Thursday for Flosstube, this is something that I'm always saying, start them all. Just start them all, because you can't finish them if you don't start them, and you can't take them with you. So might as well start them all. The journey of working on them is what is fun. If you can't finish them, you can't finish them. But Amanda came up with a really good idea in Zoom. We are going to start a new project every single Sunday and every single Saturday for next year. It can be small. It can be a little motif. It can be an ornament. It can be large. Start it. Doesn't say how many stitches you have to put into it. You just have to start it. 1 stitch is a start. The ornaments. If you are a monogamous stitcher, start it early Saturday morning, finish it Saturday night, start the next one Sunday morning. If it's going to take you longer, start it Saturday, do as much of it as you possibly can, then start the next one on Sunday, stitch as much of that you can, and then Monday pull out Saturdays, or finish up Sundays and then pull out Saturdays. There's no limit. We got stitch-alongs going on. There's a new start. January 1st is a Sunday. So Sunday, January 1st, Chessie, Heaven and Earth Designs. Put in a few stitches, then turn around and put a few stitches in on Part of Your World Stitch Along. There's 2. Or don't start them both. Just start one and then wait till the next Saturday and then start Part of Your World. Right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait Part of Your World. I'll start the frame. And another thing Amanda said, I didn't start Tale as Old as Time yet. I'm doing that next year. Each room can count as a start because you got them in every month. You got a different pattern. Amanda said that counts. Each room for Tale as Old as Time will count as a start. I'm doing Nightmare Before Christmas. That was last year's stitch-along. I haven't done that yet. Each little room or each character counts because they came out separately. Don't think you have to do these big monstrous things. Christmas ornaments. How many of you have Christmas ornaments? Buy the little Mill Hill kits. Oh my gosh, those little Mill Hill kits, you can stitch the little ones, not the full coverage like we did Spooky Gate, but the little ones, you can stitch them up in a day or 2 days, the most maybe. I have a basket. I have a wicker basket full of kits. So I actually made a list. Yes, I did. Oh, it's not there. Where is my list? Because you know, I'm a list person. I like my lists. I'm OCD like that. So yeah, another hate I'm doing next year is Kitty Heaven by Amy Stewart. So I won't start that till one of the weekends. Every time I finish a Shannon Christine, I'm going to start a Shannon Christine. You can start that on the weekend. Doreen Jones, the same. Smalls, yep, just cross-stitch ornaments. Small Halloween, if you have all those Halloween just cross-stitch issues, there's small ones in there. Like I said, Tale as Old as Time, Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm doing the Fab 50 next year. Each frame and each character, that's one. So if it's Fab 50, because there's 50 of them, there's 105 Saturdays and Sundays. I counted them. There's 105 Saturdays and Sundays next year. Who wants to join us on this crazy train? Also, the other stitch-along there's going on now, but I haven't started them yet, is the stained mini. There's 30 of them, right? Crystal, 30? Is there 30 stained minis? There's 30 right there. I still have a lot of Nora Corbett and Mirabilia patterns. I do have the fabric for just one of them. Yeah. I have Shepherd's Bush Winter. I have the fabric for that. I'm doing that. Waxing Moon, Hip Hooray for the USA. I'm doing that. Nora Corbett's Melody. I have the fabric already for that. Mirabilia's Enchanted Mermaid. I already have the fabric. Lavender and Lace Celtic, I don't know how you pronounce it, Winter. I already have the fabric. I'm buying the fabric still for, like I said, Tale as Old as Time, Nightmare Before Christmas, Fab 50. The stained mini. The stained mini, how many is there? I have written down 30. The stained mini stitch-alongs, that stitch-along that you send me, is there 30 of those? I have 30 written down, so I don't know if you told me there was 30 of them. And don't go out kitting all these up. If you're like, oh my God, do you know how many of this stuff I have to buy? Just buy the fabric and buy Cone of Doom. How many patterns do not want 310? Really? Just buy a Cone of Doom. All you have to do is put in some black stitches on each piece, and there's your starts, right? Simple as that. Don't go and kit them all up if you don't know when you're going to get back to them. Just start with one color. Buy the B5200 or buy the Cone of Doom. Just start them. We didn't say you had to finish them. Just start them. So yeah, I'm planning on doing that. And you know there's going to be other stitch-alongs. So yeah, I can write that down. Part of your world, stitch-along. Part of your world. So that's Story Stitches. Okay, yep, 30. So there's 30 starts right there just doing that stained mini stitch-along. Yep, there's 30. And then if you do the Fab 50 and there's 50 of those, there's 80 right there. Woohoo! Yep. So then 2024, that's the year of finishes. Hey, we got this all figured out, or at least we think we do. Right, Amanda? So yeah, 2023 is start all the things. Every Saturday and Sunday, you start a brand new one. Any size counts. And like I said, you take your cone of doom, just buy your fabric, your cone of doom, and then 2024 is finish them year. Now I know you're not gonna be able to finish everything that you have started, but hey, do we really want to join the no new starts that year? Because I'm not doing that no new starts next year. That ain't happening. Maybe 2024. And who did I watch? I watched a Flosstuber the other day. She's a very popular Flosstuber. And I don't remember if it's Stitch Roadie. It seems like it was Stitch Roadie. And she said next year she is going to put herself on a no-buy pattern year. She says she has enough patterns out there. She has enough patterns to keep her busy that she doesn't need to buy anymore. So she's going to try to just work from her stash for patterns. I'm like, well, I could actually do that. I wouldn't have to buy any more patterns next year either. Will I? Probably. And Carolyn Manning and Lawn Dog Sampler, once I finish one of theirs, I'm going to start another one. Just because. And I have enough Mirabilias and Nora Corbett started, but once I finish one, I'll probably start another one. Or I'll wait till I have them all down to where I just have one left in the WIP pile and then start a new one when that's finished. Yes, as Amanda says, I'm sure we can help anyone find projects to start because, that's what we are all about. We will help you. We will help you. You come into my cross stitch weekend Zooms. We will help you find anything that you want. Okay, so that is it for today. It's after 6 o'clock. Yeah, I am pretty sure it's Stitch Roadie that said that. I'm pretty sure that, because I know I watched her yesterday. I'm pretty sure she is the one that said that she's going to try to buy no patterns next year. I'm like, oh, I can do one a month or two, but a whole year? I don't know about that. But that's it for this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you all again next week. Love you guys. Bye-bye.